Okay, we're here with John Harrington, and he's the owner of this beautiful 64.5 Mustang Coupe. John, why don't you tell us about your car?
I've had this car for a number of years and done a fair amount of restoration on it. Really like driving it on a regular basis. Try to get out and just work through the gears, run through the gears, and it feels different than driving any other car that I've ever had. It's a car that I wanted when I was a kid, and I had a couple of neighbors that had one when I was in high school, and so it was always a dream of mine to have one. And given its age, which is actually born before I was, it precedes me. So I'm just a caretaker on it, and happy to have had it for many years and pass it on to my daughter. I taught my daughter how to drive stick in it. So she's now a stick shift driver and enjoys that, but it's something that I really enjoy driving and getting out and just getting around and on a proverbial Sunday drive like today.
Okay, I'm gonna start showing this for the folks. So 64.5, that seems unusual. What's the story behind that?
So 64.5 is kind of a Mustang, internal thing. They're all technically what's considered a 65 model year. People call it a 64.5 model year if it was built in the early part of 1964. As you know, when they're making a car, they have to start making it much sooner than you otherwise would, to have it coming out in January or in the few months prior to January, in November, December. So this actually was rolled off the production line 7 days after the first car did. And so they call it, any car built up before about August 1964 is considered a 64.5, although technically it's titled as a 65. Mustang fans and aficionados and gearheads call it a 64.5, but that's the story behind that age bracket.
Yeah, let's go look at the engine, because I was telling you, I had a 67 month, so it's fun just to see these things.
Sure.
Modern day cars, you can hardly see stuff like this.
Yep. Well, so this is a 302. This is not the original motor. This is a 78 302. As someone who's been driving a while, I did add some different features to it. I did add power steering to it, which is down there, and I did add the air conditioning to it. Just kind of makes for a nicer drive.
Yeah.
And to help with cooling and city driving, I put a new radiator and fan in. But other than that, it's pretty much as it was. I did put a new transmission in.
Okay. Well, John, thank you so much. That's a lovely car, and you fixed it up nicely.
I try to take care of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.